A little note to the press before I actually begin this review. If you're a part of the press and you get to go see advanced movie screenings, and you get to go in early, and you get to have your own row with all the other press, do us a favor. Do not talk during the movie. I was one of the last people to get into this screening, and literally, I was sitting right in front of the row of the press, so I thought that they would be quiet, but the three ladies behind me would not stop talking during this movie. They were just laughing super loud, and they were just talking about scenes and gasping at scenes that didn't need to be gasped at. Seriously. Stop. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's talk about So Trainwreck is the newest romantic comedy from Judd Apatow, and it stars Amy Schumer, Bill Hader, and LeBron James. And it's a story of pretty much how Amy, played by Amy Schumer, is kind of the girl who kind of sleeps around parties and, doesn't really care about a lot of stuff, and she works for a magazine company. And one day she's assigned by the magazine company to write a article on the sports doctor named Aaron, who, when she meets, she actually starts to kind of like, which is new for her since she usually just sleeps with guys and then leaves. Now, I think Judd Apatow is a great romantic comedy director. He's actually made my favorite comedy, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, so I was actually pretty excited to go into this movie. Now, the first 30 minutes of this film, I wasn't really feeling it. The jokes just didn't hit right with me. There were some that did, but most of them weren't, and the storyline was kind of iffy at first. However, when LeBron James entered this movie, that's when the movie got really good. Now, I really like Amy Schumer. She's a good comedian, and she did really well in this film as an actress. She did better than I thought she would. And Bill Hader was really good in this movie, too. He was funny, and he was interesting and intriguing throughout, and he was good. LeBron James is what made this movie awesome, because he was hilarious in this film. His character was awesome. He made funny jokes. There was just so many great things to love about him in this film. It was awesome. After LeBron James entered this movie, everything surprisingly got a lot better. It seemed like the acting got better, the writing got better, it was funnier afterwards. The relationship between Amy Schumer's character and Bill Hader's character really clicked for me. Here you have two completely different people, and they just click together so well for some reason, and I'm pretty sure it's just because of the chemistry between Amy Schumer and Bill Hader. Their chemistry in this movie is really great throughout. Everything is really believable. There's never a point in this film where I thought that it was a fake romance. I thought that a lot of it was really real, and it just worked. The basic plot does kind of remind me of another Judd Apatow movie called Knocked Up if the genders were switched, but it actually takes a turn and makes it more funny and more interesting than I think Knocked Up was, making it a better movie than Knocked Up. The ending for this movie is also very interesting. It's not another fantasy romantic comedy ending like a lot of romantic comedies do. It's a very simple one, and I actually really like it. So with some pretty great directing and funny writing throughout, a slew of characters which are just great, and a cast that fits them very well, and though it did have a slow opening to the movie, I think Trainwreck is one of the funniest movies of this year. It's definitely one of the best romantic comedies I've seen in a while. It doesn't quite reach the 40-Year-Old Virgin on my level, but I do think it's better than most of the movies Judd Apatow has done in the past, and I will give Trainwreck 4.5 stars. Guys, if you see Trainwreck, let me know below what you think about it and how it compares to other romantic comedy movies or other Judd Apatow romantic comedy movies. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.